So I'm just setting up to do a little bit of bottom watering because with these being little seedlings, we don't want their tops flattened by the hoses. So bottom watering is the way to go for these. And while I'm at it, I just want to say a massive thank you to you all for wishing me a happy birthday the other day. It just made my day that you were all thinking about me and actually saw my name on the screen. It was just so nice. Thank you very much. And once I've done all this bottom watering, I am going to set up these plants finally because we just keep running out of pots. So we'll plant up what we can because we're absolutely desperate now. So I'm going to crack on then and leave you with it.
Well, it's Sunday morning and thankfully that wind's died down now and we've got an amazing sunny day. We didn't sustain too much in way of damage, even though there were really bad winds and lasted for hours. But we have had a few developments with plants due to that rain, and I'll show you what's happened. If you remember, we sowed some oak leaf lettuce into a couple of packs and we stuck it in this propagator, which once again I forgot about. But thankfully it's not been that hot over the last couple of days, but we have got a development on those. As you can see, they've germinated and we've got really good germination as well. Every cell has got some oak leaf lettuce growing in it. And as you can see, we've got a couple of packs in there, so plenty of lettuce. We better take them out of here today though, otherwise they're going to dry out. Them potato plants took a bit of a beating, as you can see, but they're all flowering, so we've still got potatoes, haven't we? And those apple trees seem completely undamaged. Take a look at this. That was that little tiny plant we put in. That's doing really well, better than I expected. Some nice big leaves on that now, and there's cauliflowers coming on as well. Due to all that rain that we've had, everything has just gone mad. There's loads and loads of growth. That's that Lolo Rosso and beetroot, looking really healthy. We're going to have to harvest some of that, I know, over the next couple of days. Strawberry plant's doing well. That's the spinach that we direct sowed, and that was quite recently, and it's shot up. And there's little gem lettuces and now starting to fold in, so they're going to start and form those little hearts that we want, especially these two right here. Everything is getting a little full at the moment, but if you look down there, that's the shallots. They're getting a bit overshadowed now by those carrots, which are also doing really well. But as you can see, we've got some really good growth there, and it's exactly the same on this two-tier planter as well. Really good sized little gem lettuces and carrots. The celery is behind these carrots, and that again is getting a little overshadowed, but as it grows it'll get more light. But these again are looking really healthy, and we could start and harvest those for leaves if we want, which I think I will do, and then we'll let the others grow on until they're hearted up. And down here, more spinach and peppers. These are multi-sown spinach, so they're looking quite healthy. We've got a little pepper growing on this plant. I think I might harvest some of these for baby beets. But overall, considering all that wind we had, everything is looking really healthy. Just need to straighten up this tower. That's what we use to protect that tomato plant, and again that's pulled through. There's a little damage to one of the leaves there, but that's not a problem, we'll just cut that off. And the swede is now at that point where we can start and prick it out and move it on. These are dwarf French beans. They're called tender green. And they're looking really healthy. We should start and see some flowers appearing on these quite soon. And we'll get a nice selection of French beans. And apart from all those flowers doing really well, these planters that we hung on this balcony are all coming into full flower now. It's going to look amazing through summer. But I'll show you something else on the top of this balcony. I've got another flower there. Again, really nice. Those spring onions are about ready to cut those tops off if we want to. We'll see how we go with those. But just over here in this strawberry planter, I noticed this. We've got a nice sized strawberry there, and it's starting to ripen as well. So we'll keep that off of that compost. So that's really good to see as first strawberry. Those tomato plants made it as well, no problems. Lots and lots of flowers on them as well. And this is the one that had that little tomato on. And if we go down there, you can see we've still got a tomato on its way. And that little T-Rex plant has put on some extra growth as well. And so is this Acer. So what I'm going to do is pot that on very soon into a bigger container. So considering how bad those winds were for the last 2 days, I think we've done really well. No damage, apart from a little bit on those potato plants. And lastly, we've got this container with the celery in. And as you can see, that's really come on from those little plugs that we put in quite recently. So as you've just seen, everything has made it through. No damage at all, apart from a little bit to those potato plants. But we can cope with that, especially during a 2-day 40-mile-an-hour storm. So after the storm, all's good. Okay, so now I'm just potting these on. I'm fed up of seeing them on the floor. They need potting on. I haven't got any pots, so these are going to have to do. These are what the trees came in originally, but they're in kind of with the colour scheme that we've got, so I'm going to go with those for the minute. Right, so I think we best get these marigolds out. So that's okay, and a couple of these just to make a bit of a display. To the corner. That's reminding me of something I need to do. Right. To the corner. Oh, let me get these white ones in. They look nice. So a little bit of backfilling. Spot of water. And that's one of them done. I'm going to crack on and do the rest. But after that, I've just seen these plants need a little bit of deadheading. So after I've done all this, I'm going to go around, do some deadheading. And I think that's me done for today as well as indoors, because it's a lovely hot afternoon and we want to make the most of it. So I'll be sitting at this table having a cup of tea or something like that. If you want to see what we get up to next week, just hit the subscribe button, press the notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. Take care.